So today is Newcastle's China Week Festival. They're celebrating the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival. It's hosted by the Confucius Institute out of the University of Newcastle, and it's so much fun. This will be the second time we've been. I think last time it was the Chinese New Year Festival, but I anticipate it's just going to be just as awesome, if not more awesome, so I'm super looking forward to it. Celebrating somebody else's culture got me thinking about a question my daughter asked me. Well, a series of questions actually that my 4-year-old brought home earlier in the week. She asked what culture we're from, and for my wife that was easy enough to answer. She comes from Scottish heritage. They celebrate Scottish culture and all things Scottish. For me it wasn't so easy to answer because I don't identify with any particular culture, and that's what I told her, and the question was, well, why? Mind you, I didn't tell her like that. I dumbed it down to 4-year-old level. And the reason I gave her is because I think it's more important to look at, or it's more important to celebrate as many cultures as you possibly can than identifying and only celebrating one. I have gotten great joy in my life out of my involvement with Chinese culture. I learnt their language. I learnt Chinese language in university, which I just loved it. I loved being able to speak it. I loved being able to talk to Chinese people being able to communicate with them at all. If you look at some of my favourite films, they're unsurprisingly martial arts related, but they're Chinese actors. Chinese cinema is incredible. That whole culture, the food, the sweets, everything about the culture has enriched my life so much. And it's the same with a lot of cultures. And when I went to Uluru on a holiday, I was experiencing parts of the Aboriginal culture, like their sacred sites, their foods, things like that. And learning the depth of their culture was incredible. So interesting and so intriguing and so valuable. And being indoctrinated, if you will, into my wife's culture and seeing, the Scottish histories, where the dancers come from and why they dance over swords and why the men wear kilts and things like that has been incredibly interesting, and being a part of that culture has even further improved my life. And so my answer was, it's more important to belong to as many cultures as you possibly can instead of belonging to one. She digged that answer, and to me that was simple enough, but it was just a profound little moment that I had with her that I wanted to explain to you, which in a nutshell is, I don't identify to belonging to any one particular culture because I think it's more important to belong to as many as you possibly can. And on that note, let's get back to the festival. They had everything. They had food, they had dumplings, they had pork buns, they had spring rolls, they had everything you could imagine. Rice, noodles, chicken chow mein, honey chicken, which is everybody's personal favourite, Mongolian beef, the whole lot was there. It was so good. They had shuttlecock, which Chinese shuttlecock's a little bit different to English shuttlecock, by the way. But the kids had a ball anyway. It was great. They had street parades, they had dancers, they had singers, they had performers of all varieties. They had a chopstick challenge station where you had to try and put tubes and Smarties from one container into another container. Just between you and I, my 3-year-old stole a Smartie. You're not supposed to eat the food from the containers. They had workshops for Chinese language, which we unfortunately didn't get to go to because we ran out of time. They had Chinese knot, the lucky knots. You could learn how to tie a lucky knot. Chinese dress up, so you could dress up in traditional Chinese wear and take a picture on a backdrop from Hong Kong. I had so much stuff, so much stuff. The only thing we didn't get to do was a Chinese calligraphy where you have your name painted in calligraphy. We forgot to do it, but fortunately I practiced calligraphy when I was learning Chinese at university, so I'm going to do that for the kids anyway, which I had intended on putting into this vlog, but I ran out of time. It was a great day out. If ever anyone from Newcastle sees the Chinese week pop up next year, you should go. And aces to the Confucius Institute for hosting. This vlog was only short, and I apologise for that. It's just I wanted to share that profound little moment with you, and I wanted to get this vlog out on time because on Wednesday my wife and I have filmed something special for the channel, and by special I mean it's something different. It's not like a big deal or anything like that, but anyway, keep an eye out for that. Sorry for the short vlog. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday, but then I'll see you next week. Okay, bye. Okay, what are you doing under there?
My head is cold. Did you say her head is cold? Come out, the sun's out.